I also emptied out this basket.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Melinda, plain and simple.
I'm really excited to share again with you an update on my 50 items per day for the month of January challenge. I'm calling this my Pick a Number to Declutter challenge. I've invited other channels to do it along with me, and I am inviting you to do it with me as well. You can pick whatever number you feel is fits your situation in your home and in your life, and you can declutter that amount every day. I do have a couple of channels who are doing the challenge, but they didn't pick a number, or they picked a weekly number. You know what? It really doesn't matter. The whole point is just to have some fun and encourage us and motivate us to do a little bit more decluttering than we would have normally. That's all it's about. And we don't want you to declutter anything that you're not ready to declutter. It's just about letting go of the things that you're ready to let go of. And what I find for me is when I do this, I look a little deeper than I would have, and that's what's happening. And throughout this week, I found that I was ready to let go of some things that I didn't know I was ready to let go of. I hadn't quite gotten to my 50 yet. On a couple of days, I was like, I don't know where I'm going to look. I looked all through my house. Last week, every day, I was looking through my house. And then 1 or 2 days, I didn't really feel like doing a whole lot. And so I wanted something quick. You know what? I found something. I don't have to do it all at once. Just do it a little bit at a time. And now I have something on those days when I don't quite have enough, or I don't have anything obvious to me that I can declutter. I know where I can go start looking in those places. So it's done that for me, and that gives me like a renewed spirit going forward. Even if I don't get through all of it during this challenge, I'll have something that I can go to, and a little bit at a time, I can let it go. And it feels like such a great accomplishment. It was small. It was small, but it was paper. And paper is a nemesis for a lot of us. And I have a lot. And so just getting some of that out of here, and even more so knowing that I'm ready to let it go, and that I'm doing it. That to me, for me, was like this big breakthrough thing. And so I'm hoping that you're finding that something like that is happening for you as well. Now this week I went through some things that were sentimental things. I went through paperwork. I went through textbooks. You may have seen that on my Sunday declutter. So this week, even though it may not look like a whole lot for, you know, like physically, it is a lot physically, but it may not look like as much on the outside as it is on the inside for me, because it means I'm going to be able to let go of even more of the stuff that I really do not need to be hanging on to. I've just been either unable to make a decision and let it go, or I've been avoiding it and putting it off till the end. But the end is getting closer. Not that we ever end with the decluttering, but the end of round 1 is getting closer and closer and closer. It's still there. And another thing I noticed is, even though it feels like it's getting closer because my house is getting bigger because I have less stuff in it, but I'm also now looking more deep into the nooks and crannies and the cabinets and things that I haven't really looked into much yet. And I'm seeing I still have a lot more to go. So anyway, let me know in the comments what's your experience during this challenge. I'd really love to hear from you guys and hear if it's helping you. Is it, you know, even if you're doing a small number, if it's helping you in any way, that's wonderful. And that's the whole purpose of it. So yeah, please do let me know in the comments. And also, I'm going to have a link to the playlist in the description box below, so you can check out all the other channels who are participating in this. And if you are a channel and you're wanting to participate in it, you want to put @Melinda Plain and Simple in your description box, and I should get a notification for that so I can look at it and then add you to the playlist. And now let's see what else. I think that's enough jabber because I want to get right into this video. I'm going to have some little bits of the decluttering throughout the week, and then we will have one decluttering session. So be sure you watch the whole video, and I'll have a little short poem at the end. It's like 20 seconds. Y'all can hang out for that, and then I'll say bye, and I'll see you next time. So for now, if you're doing this along with me, grab your stuff and come on, and we'll do this together. I'm going to take a peek in this stuff and see if there's anything that I'm ready to let go of. I only went through this one blue folder, but I already have over 170 pieces of paper here. So I'm just going to end it there. That's just some notes that I had from one of my English classes. It was a writing class, and you know, I like to write. So I did keep a few little things. These are just some of the things that I actually wrote, but I don't need to keep the notes. I just kept the things that I wrote that were like the finished product. I didn't need all of the revisions and all of that stuff. So all of this is going to go. On my Sunday book declutter, I had 2 books from one shelf, 15 from another shelf, so that made 17 right here. And then I decided to go to the 3rd shelf, and it had my Spanish books and my anthropology, my architecture, and all of those type of things. And I didn't think I was going to let go of those. But you know what happened? I did. I let go of a lot of them. And so I counted them up, and we have, let's see, 1, 2, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 25, right? 25 books right there. And it just happened that I have 25 of these Spanish books. So I hit my 50 for today with just books. I didn't think I was going to be able to do that. I thought I was going to have to search the house for more stuff to make my 50 items. But I got 50 books on my book declutter. Yahoo! Anyway, I'm excited. But I honestly did not think I would let go of any of my Spanish books. So the fact that I let go of 25, well, I don't know. I'm amazed. So anyway, let's see what else I found in my decluttering this week for my 50 items per day. I went through one of these folders the other day, and I found more than 50 items in that. So I decided I'll go through some more of these a little at a time, but I'd kind of like to go through this bag and maybe get it out of here, see if there's some stuff in there that I can let go of. So I'm going to pull that out, put the things out, and see what I've got. I don't know if I'll show you all of it because I'm not really sure what's in there. If it's private stuff, I'm not going to show it. I'll just show you the after. That bag had a lot of paper stuff in it, so I have a stack of over 100 pieces of paper here, and this is what I decided to keep out of it. It was a bunch of stuff from school when I went to college, and these are some of the things that I'm choosing to keep. But most of this, I just don't need it anymore. I probably never needed to keep it, but I did, and now it's going. This is what I decluttered from a cabinet in my kitchen for my Tiny Tidy Tuesday this week. There are 37 items here, so I need to find 13 more items for my Tuesday declutter. Let me go see what I can find. We tuck the plastic bags into these bins when we come home from the grocery store or shopping or anything, and as you can see, they get a little overflowing, and so when they do that, I come in here and grab a few out because I don't like it to be overflowing. So I'm going to slim this down a little bit and see how many of these bags I can let go of, and maybe I can get to my 50 items for today. I think that looks much better. I got 9 bags out of there, so I still need to find 4 more things. Let me go looking some more. Be right back. I went looking around the house to see if there's something else I can let go of, just, you know, anything. And so I found this comb and a Post-it note, a paper towel that I have been writing notes on, don't need it anymore, and another bag, and I think there's a receipt in there, but we're not going to worry about that. We're just going to count this as 4, and so now there are my 50 items for Tuesday. This cabinet stays very organized. I do use this stuff, but I have it pretty much down to where I only have the things that I actually need and use. I don't use all of the measuring spoons and cups constantly. I have like a couple of cups I use pretty regularly, and I use the tablespoon in this most often, so you can see I have it kind of separate from the others, and the measuring cup I use most often is the one on top. But I do have one thing in here that I have kept for the whole time. I mean, I got this back when I used to sell Tupperware, so I've had this since back in the early 80s. And you know what? I don't use it. And I just always think I'm going to use it because it's a handy little thing, but I don't use it. And so I think it's time, after 40 years, to go ahead and accept that. So I'm going to go ahead and let this go now. I was using this jelly jar to drink out of. It was handy. I could just get a drink of water or whatever. But I've decided I'm just going to go back to using a regular glass. So I'm going to let this go. And I found another one of these little ice cream lids. I think I was using it as a coaster or something. So I'm going to go ahead and let that one go since I have what I need in my cabinet now. And I found this paint chip in some stuff. And this is from when I painted the living room at our other house in 1996. I think I can let it go. So I have some other paper things that I found and these, but I'm not done yet. I got to go looking for some more stuff because my goal is 50 items per day for the whole month of January. And this is not 50, so I am not done yet. I grabbed myself a little bin so I could go shopping around my house for some things today. So I put all the stuff I already gathered into it, and I found some undies. Put them in a bag there. Those can go. And in my office, I have these little these are like those little box things that you can put stuff in. And I use these to keep things in that I use with my computer and with my YouTubing and all that stuff. But sometimes I'll put stuff in here and then forget to take it back out because I'll write notes on napkins. And then I noticed the other day that I had a bunch of napkins down in through here that just don't belong. I mean, they don't need to be in here. So, and there's a receipt. I don't think I need that anymore. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's from back in July, so I don't need that. And more napkin and notes. And I think this came off of my phone. I'm not sure, but I don't know if I need to keep it or not, but I'll leave it in here. I'm going to keep my kitty cat ears, but I don't think I need to keep these. That was something I found down in the basement. And there's another paper towel. Okay, so I think that I probably need to go through that at some point too. And but that'll be another day. That's just a quick, just a quick look through that. Here's another one stuck up in there. Stuff written on it, you see. I don't know why I don't just get a piece of paper, but there's a paper towel or a napkin laying handy and an ink pen. I'll probably write something on it. But anyway, that cleared out a lot of that stuff. And so now I have a few more things. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more things to add to my bin. So there you go. But I still don't have 50. So I'm back on the hunt. As soon as I turned the camera off, I automatically sorted the stuff out. So now I have the things that I can gift away over here, and the stuff that will go into the recycle bin or into the trash is on this side. I don't know why, but I just had to do it. So I just want to share with you. If you don't have to do that, that's fine. But some of us, yeah, we got to do that. It's okay. Either way, it doesn't matter. The point is just to get the stuff out of your house. If you don't need it, don't want it, don't love it, and don't use it. I've been looking around trying to find some more things that I can declutter. In the process, I put some things that were in this basket away. I didn't declutter any of it, but the basket is empty now. I also emptied out this basket. It is here in the kitchen, and a lot of times I'll put something in here that we need to either put somewhere else or that needs some attention at some later date. And there were several papers in here. They needed to be put away. They were personal, so I didn't want to show those, but I put them in with important papers. So now this basket is empty as well. And now I'm going to go through this basket. I think some of this can just be put elsewhere, but pretty sure I can go ahead and let go of these things. Those little knobby things there. I'm not going to use them. I kept them because I thought maybe I would, but I don't think I'm going to. So those can go. And I think I'm going to go ahead and wash these socks, and then I can use them. And these are some floppy disks. I'll put these in another area. Randy was supposed to go through them. I don't think he ever did, but I'll just put them away because they've been sitting in here so long that you see this basket is starting to get really dusty. And let's see, I think we never use this for our cats. They don't like this, so I'm going to go ahead, I think I'll ask Randy, and if he's okay with it, I think maybe we'll go ahead and let this go, because I don't think they're going to like us using that on them. And this can be put elsewhere. And this, I need to look around and see if I can use this anywhere. If I can't use this anywhere in the house, I may as well just go ahead and let it go. So let me check on this, and we will go ahead and toss these into the gift away bin. I decided to move the textbooks that I had on these shelves into the other area of the basement, and so now in the process of doing that, I've been finding a few more things that I can let go of, but I still haven't found my 50 yet for today, so I'm going to look through this stuff. I found 25 items in the basement that I am ready to let go of, including this empty Kleenex box. I'm sure I kept it thinking that I would use it to put something in. I didn't. It was just empty, sitting down there. And I had some pens and pencils. I don't need them. Most of them don't even work, so they can go. And interestingly, this is just basically the cover to a workbook I had when I was in college for one of my Spanish classes. I had 2 of those. I don't know why I kept those, but I did, and now it is time to let all of that go. So I'm going to add that 25 to the 27 items that I had already gathered. So that is my 50 plus items for today. I looked inside this cabinet and found several things that I'm ready to let go of. This is a little game. It's still in the shrink wrap. We don't need it, so I'm just going to go ahead and let it go. And then there's also several binders here. They're new, never been used, but they've been down here for years. And frankly, I have several in another cabinet in the other room in the basement down here. I don't need all of these, so I'm just going to go ahead and let all of those go. And on this side over here, I found some paper. No, these have not been written on. But again, I have plenty of paper in the other room. I don't think I need to keep all of this. And there's a bunch of folders here. Again, I have folders in with this stuff in the other room. So I'm going to let all of this go. So let me pull these out and count them and see how close to my 50 I am, because I may still have to look a little bit more. I don't know if this is 50. Well, that turned out pretty good because I have 38 items that I am going to be decluttering for today, but I need to find 12 more. I looked around a little bit more and I found a couple more things that are office supplies that I don't need and some things that can just go right into the recycling bin. So now that is my 50 items for today. Okay, so now it's time for me to make some decisions that I've been putting off. One of the decisions is to go ahead and let go of these Tupperware toys. I got these back when I used to sell Tupperware back in the 80s, and I don't really need to keep them. So I'm going to go ahead and pass them along. And I found a pencil while I was looking around too. That can go too. So that, I'm going to count this as one, even though there's lots of pieces in here, unless I get desperate. But this is going to be one, and that'll be two. I've been hanging on to this ball because I found it in something when I was decluttering a while back, and I think it goes with this. So that's why I've kept it. So I've been keeping track. I lose everything, but I've been keeping track of this ball for months, maybe over a year. I don't remember when I found it. Because I thought it belonged with this. And let's see, is there a ball in here? Aha, yes, see, there it goes. So, oh, let's go chase the ball. And let's see if we can grab it here. There we go. Yeah, so I don't know if it's supposed to have two balls or what, but, oh, there's another one. Yeah, I don't know how many balls it's supposed to have, but it's going to go in here. I thought I recognized it. So, yep, that can go in there. We don't use that. We never played with it. I think we might have tried to play with it. It looks like it's got a picture. 3 balls in the picture, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, oh, what does it say here? It doesn't say how many balls, I don't guess. Anyway, whatever. It can go. I still have this Barbie. She was my Barbie I got when I was 10. She was not my first Barbie. My first Barbie, our dog ate it. Our dog chewed it up while we were at school. So I would have been in 1st grade. And so that would have been when I was 6, so around 1964. It would have been, and I did not get another one until I was 10. And I got that one because my mom worked at Singer Sewing Machine. And they had some sort of a special thing. And so this Barbie came with this, and if I can get it down with one hand, I'll show it to you here. Now I still have the Barbie, and like I said, I'm not going to let go of my Barbie. I'm keeping her, but I think I'm ready to let go of this. I've been kind of debating about this for quite some time, but I think maybe I'm ready. So, this was the thing, and you can see there's a little Singer Sewing Machine in here. It's a little touch and sew, you can see, and yeah, it's kind of gross. It's dirty, and it was in my parents' garage or basement or garage or something, so you know it's not in that great a shape. The sewing machine, I think it still works. I don't know, but yeah, so I'm ready to let it go though, and I'm just going to call this one, even though there's a pattern in it and some other things. I'm just going to call it one thing, and I'm going to go ahead and let it go. But that was not easy. That really was not easy. Now the box, I don't know if there's anything in here. I don't know that the box is really worth anything to anybody, you know, just to have the box, maybe. I don't know. You never know. I've put things out in my driveway that were in worse shape than this, and people took it, so you just never know. If I can get the box open, we can see if there's even anything in it. I feel something. Ew. Okay, a piece of velvety paper stuff. But see, this is where it was in my parents' basement or garage, and so it's kind of, you know, grody, nasty. But yeah, I don't need to keep it, and I don't need that piece of velvet either. So I don't know if that's going to go in the trash eventually, or if somebody will want the box just because they collect that stuff. So I'm also going to let that go. I'm going to count that separate. So that makes 5 things. There was a pencil here somewhere. I don't know where I've put the pencil. There it is. Okay. So that's 5. Okay. Now let's see what else we can find over here. This is my Barbie. No, I wanted a Barbie. No, I wanted a Cinderella watch, but that year I couldn't get them. I don't think there's anything. Yeah, oh, there it's in there. So Mom and Dad got me a Barbie watch, but you know, I don't know. I don't really. There's part of me that wants to keep it, and there's part of me, you know, because I have a few Barbies, and I could put this up there in my Barbie collection of things, and let go of the box because I think the box is kind of gross. But I don't know. I'm still thinking on that one. We'll have to come back to that. I'll have to think about that one. And as far as this stuff goes, you know, I don't really stand my Barbies up or anything. So I think I can... Ew, there's fuzzies in here. Ugh, gross. Okay, so I think I'm going to go ahead and let these go. And the fuzzy too, but I won't count it as extra. So that makes 8 things right there. And let's go back over here and see if we can find some more. The bag can go. I don't need to keep the bag. I think the rest of that stuff will be, I don't know. Let's see. Are we ready to look at any of that? These are books, so maybe we'll just save those for a day when we do books. And then there's some set tapes, so we're not going to worry about that. So the only thing I still need to consider is that right there. And then up here, I have, let's see, this went with something else. I don't know. I don't need it, though. I don't know if that was a Tupperware thing or something else. It might be the, I don't think it's the thing where you put the blocks or the things in the little round thing. I don't know what that is, but I'm ready to let it go. So that will be 4 more items. So there we go. And sorry if I'm making you do the hair. I'm trying not to. Now I am going to keep this little set here because it is, oopsie, it is the Tupperware dishes. The little mini dishes, and I just think they're so cute. So I'm going to, well, I can't hang on to nothing today. I think they're really cute, and so I'm going to keep them. But I saw this. I don't need to keep this. Not that. This. If I can get it. I don't need to keep that. That's a spoon. That probably came from a milkshake or something from the dairy farmer years and years and years ago. Back when they used to do that. And this is a shower cap. I don't need it. What else we got? Oh, and it looks like a Kleenex. Don't know why that's in there. Anything else? Oh, this would have been another, there's another one of those. And, sorry, I banged you. I'm sorry. This is part of it. I'm having trouble hanging on to stuff for some reason. Yeah, I think that's all the extra stuff that's in there. So, this I'll put back, because this is, of all the Tupperware toy things, this is the one that I do want to keep. And so, I'll just put it right back there. Now, this stuff up here, and these, I'm kind of wavering on this stuff. Part of me is ready to let it go. Part of me would like to keep it. Part of me thinks my husband will want to keep it. But it's stuff that we don't ever use or look at. And I'm not really all that interested in looking at it, you know. And I don't know if this goes to something separate. I don't know. Here's another one. It's a bunch of puzzles. I don't know. That's probably instructions for one of them. And then this, I don't know what that's. It's just for project, for crafting. Oh, and here's some more. This is probably some puzzle thing, so that probably all goes together. And, oh, that's the instructions for one of those I took out. And here's a couple more things, probably instructions. Okay, so, I lost one piece. I'll have to get down there. I heard it hit the floor. But anyway, I'll find that. But yeah, I'm ready to let all of those go. And, so we'll just put this empty bin back up there. And if we need it, maybe we might use it over there and that stuff. If there's something that needs to be corralled, that might work out. But for right now,
we're not focusing on that. We're just going to keep to the task at hand. And the task at hand now is to look here. And this, to me, looks like it's a bunch of, what do you call it? Nails and stuff. And I don't think we need them. Although, there might be a couple of things in here I do need for a, because I need to put a shelf into one of my cabinets. And I might be able to find something in here I can use. But the rest of it, it can all go. So I'll pick out the pieces that I might use. If they work in my cabinet, I'll check that out. And the rest of this can go. So, yeah, all that. And a bunch of nails, looks like. Yeah, so all of those can go. So I'll count all this stuff up and then see if I need to find anything more for my 50 a day. Even though there's a bunch of stuff in there, I just counted them as one each. So I have 27 items here. So that means I need to keep looking. I'm going to peek down into this box. I found 9 things in that box that I can let go of, plus the box. The rest of the stuff that was in there, I put it in on a shelf. So at least it's out of that box now. But that brings me to 37. So still need 13 more things. So I'll have to keep looking. This is what those shelves are looking like now, though. Getting them cleared off. Now, I think I'm going to look in this box right here. I'm pretty sure there's some stuff in this one that I can let go of. I just have a couple more minutes left, though, so I need to hurry up. I found 13 more things in that box that I'm ready to let go of. There's a few more things in here, but like I said, I don't have much time left, so I'm just going to finish going through this box another day.
And here are my 50 plus items for today. This is 7 days worth of decluttering, at least 50 items per day from our home. Yeah. What do you think about that, Bubby? Do we need to declutter some more? Yeah? Okay.
Why do we keep all the things that we keep? And why is it always so hard to let go? We store them, ignore them, and yet we hang on, afraid that we'll miss them if ever they're gone. But really, the truth is, we seldom remember the things we declutter and send on their way. Out of sight, out of mind. When the clutter is gone, we only remember we're free to move on.
What you doing, Pumpkin? Yeah? Are you going to declutter some stuff? Yeah.